How's it going, guys? My name's Dustin, and I'll be walking you through a few things that I've been thinking about lately. As a gamer myself for many years, I've been, watching YouTube grow, watching Twitch grow, watching the way things work, uh, and how YouTube is being handled, and now how Twitch is being handled. These There's a few things that have been bothering me for a long time, and they've been getting worse and worse. So I wanted to take this time to discuss it with you all and get your thoughts on it. So, uh, yeah, without saying anything else, let's get started here. So, I wanted to take a second to talk about the morality of the drama that goes on YouTube and also is happening in Twitch a lot more and more. If you haven't noticed, some of the biggest, you know, uh, YouTube, you know, content creators deal with a lot of drama on a regular basis. Obviously, need I say more? Drama alert right there. But I wanted to talk about, is it right to talk about other people, be it good or bad things, and to get people to watch that, to give your thoughts and opinions on it? Is it right to do that kind of thing? Um, you know, if you're a good person like Boogie, I believe he's a good guy. He talks about people often, especially lately. He's talked about it often, um, and it becomes a never-ending cycle. Even though I think he's a good person, is it okay for him to talk about these kinds of things? Then you have Drama Alert. In my opinion, a total dickhead. Uh, he's been implicated in, swatting incidents and DDoSing and doxing other YouTuber incidents who've been giving him criticism. Um, he does the same thing Boogie does, except for he does it a different way. Is it alright to do those kinds of things? To talk about that kind of stuff? To surround yourself in that kind of situation? Um, you know, these YouTubers, they talk about this kind of stuff because they know it'll get them views. They know it'll get them, um, thousands, if not tens or hundreds of thousands of views. This guy, he talks about this stuff so regularly that he ended up making a YouTube video about it, and it blew up. He's successful in the fact that he's got money, from his views, but is it right for him to talk about these kinds of things? Same thing with Boogie. Boogie has been growing over the years, and he's now successful. Um, he makes a lot of money off YouTube, I'm sure. Not like enough to, quit now and never do it again. Plus, I'm sure he loves doing it. But yeah, I just want to know your thoughts on this. Is this kind of behavior going to grow? I mean, it's been getting more and more often that YouTube creators end up making drama videos. What are your thoughts? Also, the elephant in the room, lately anyways, is the CSO gambling thing. With, I don't know their names right off the bat because I don't watch them. Um, but these guys, a friend of mine, Kuyo, Sean, he ended up telling me or posting a video on Skype about, you know, these famous YouTubers who ended up owning. Turns out they own a gambling site. They promote it on YouTube. They get kids to be excited for it, thinking that it's easy money. And again, I put myself in the morality of drama thing on YouTube, but that's just part of it. Um, so yeah, these guys have been busted, I guess. You know, owning a website that you can gamble away skins on. By now, I'm sure it's like beating a dead horse here. You guys have probably watched videos left and right about it. I initially saw the video that H3H3 made post, or that was linked to me by my friend Kuyo. Um, and when I started, watching it, and by the way, I'm not subscribed to this guy. I just know he did a good job at releasing it. He had a lot of viewers, so he released it to get it out into the public, which is great. Props to H3H3 for doing that. His source is this guy, Honor the Call, T Martin, and Pro Syndicate. Yeah, those are the two guys. Those guys apparently own this website and are ripping people off, or probably ripping people off, uh, using the skin thing that they have on there where you can buy and sell skins, or gamble skins. Um, Now what this means is kids can get on there and they can gamble away their skins. They can buy skins themselves off the Steam website and all that other stuff. Uh, Now, as an older generation, and these guys are included, is it are we promoting this kind of behavior? Because gambling as a you know good behavior? Because in my opinion, lately anyways, it just seems like we are. Um, and this kind of thing just didn't start on CS:GO Go. There was RuneScape gambling. There's botting on different video games, all that stuff. When we promote that kind of stuff to the younger generation, it makes them believe that it's okay to do these kinds of things, and it's not. It's not okay. I just think we need to do a better job at teaching the younger up and coming generation of gamers and YouTubers and stuff like that being shady, being unreliable, um, these aren't things that should be tolerated. People shouldn't be able to make thousands and thousands of dollars doing this kinds of things. Sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars promoting games, and stuff like that, and not telling their viewers that they're being paid by it or they own the site or whatever. Um, there's another guy that does the same thing other than this T Martin guy, Dr. Fishy. Now, back in the day, um, there used to be dicing on RuneScape, okay, where you would roll two people would roll dice, and the guy with the highest number would win the pot. You would both, match people their money. Like one person would put in a mill, one person would put in a mill, and mind you, you can sell this gold for a lot of money to gold farming sites and other players. So it was a get-rich-quick scheme on RuneScape where you could also make money in real life. Mind you, I don't condone any of this, but you could do that. Well, when Jagex is the owner of RuneScape, when they eventually got sick of this scamming, because scamming occurred, people losing actual real-life money, they didn't want to be implicated. They knew it was toxic, so they took it out of the game. You could no longer dice in RuneScape. So websites started popping up, and famous ex-dicers like Fishy made websites where you could give them your money, and on the website itself, you could gamble away that money and either win or lose, but they control the odds. They control the game. And these are known scammers, and these people rip people off in the game, so what's to say they're not going to rip them off outside of the game? There's tons of videos on YouTube about it. You can look into it. I'm not going to dig into it any further. I want to move on. So, the next thing. The social eating thing on Twitch has been becoming popular. If you look here, this just popped up out of nowhere. Social eating, where people sit around, eat, and talk to viewers and have people watch them. Now, I'd be okay with that, even though it's a little odd, if for some reason all these people were all females for the most part. If you notice, anytime you log on here, females are doing it. Now mind you, I'm not bashing on them for making money by getting viewers, getting donations, stuff like that. They're doing fine, But they need a website other than Twitch to do these kinds of things on. Okay? They need somewhere else, to go and do this. Twitch was a gaming site, okay? It never used to be, that social eating and entertainment and stuff like that. Learn drawing, doing CAD work, teaching players to woodwork and stuff like that, and some of the other sections and subcategories existed. But then more and more people wanted that sort of thing, so Twitch adapted and added these sections. Well, now we get all sorts of people, mostly young kids, guys, that are looking to, play video games and watch a hot streamer, female streamer at the same time. Well, some of these streamer females, they'll have their cleavage out, they'll be showing off their shit, and that's the only reason why these kids watch them. It's not for them eating, it's not for the content that they're showing, while they're gaming. It's for, and let me give you a couple examples here. There's tons of them, really. Here's one here. Female streamer. Her profile picture on Twitch, it's a little odd. Mind you, I'm not saying she's bad, and luckily she's playing the game. Because a lot of these females don't. A lot of the big name female streamers don't. But yeah. It's sad, even with they can't, they have to be doing game content according to their policies. They still have real low-cut shirts and stuff like that, and it's a little provocative. Why would they do that? Well, they do that because they know they'll get young kids, guys, to watch them and donate their money to them. Oh man, I got $50 for my allowance. I'm gonna donate 20 to Justice. She'll say my name in the chat, and on the stream, and people will think I'm cool. That's what a 13 or 14-year-old is gonna think. This kind of behavior shouldn't be tolerated on Twitch anymore. It's a gaming site. You need to be gaming. Same thing with this. Why? How did this even start? It's crazy. And look, and a lot of these are giveaways. And it's for only subs. Only subs. What's up with that? Only subs get that. It's like selling the giveaway, It's like a raffle ticket. And I think most of us know how that works. This guy wins, and everyone else usually loses. Okay. So, outside of that and the ranting about that, content is extremely important when you're gaming. Ice Poseidon, I watch him on Twitch sometimes. He's funny as hell, but he also is playing the game the entire time. He's not, sitting here for 5 minutes waiting in a BG on World of Warcraft with his, shirt off. He's not doing that. A lot of female streamers and a lot of other streamers, guys too, guys will sit there full face cam on screen, not playing the game and talking about other shit. You shouldn't be allowed to do that kind of thing. Anyways, we'll move on, and we're going to talk about the reason why I haven't made videos before and the worries of being a YouTuber in general. Okay, so the major issue with this is you becoming, a major influence on YouTube and having a lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers. Let's face it, there's a lot of dickheads out there, and there are a lot of people that just want to troll you, fuck with you, that kind of thing. So part of it is when you YouTube and get that big, a lot of people want to attack you. So they'll try anything, any means. They'll, go through your old videos and see if you leaked any information about yourself, be it your name, your address, your phone numbers, where you live, where you work at, and these can be harmful because people, as you can see here, there are tons of videos of people being swatted. Gamers and other people that have made YouTube videos getting swatted. You know, it's worrying, and that's why I think a lot of people are swayed away. There would be a lot more entertaining people out there on YouTube to watch and to enjoy, but they don't want to post videos or make videos because they're worried that their life's going to get ruined. It's sad. It's a little scary, and it's a little worrying. Okay, we need to explain, we need to point out the reasons why this isn't, the kind of thing we want around. These people need to be caught that do this kind of thing. It's not justified, man. I know you think it's fucking hilarious, and I'm sure to you it might be, but it's not, you know? And sadly, one of them guys we have to talk about that seems to have done this kind of thing is this Keemstar guy. Now, apparently he leaked information about this guy, and his house was swatted. And Vexed, I ended up looking a little bit of it up, and Vexed was the video that I ended up finding about it first, because I had watched people talk about it in the YouTube comments, and I didn't know it was happening. I don't watch Keemstar. I barely know about him. Same thing with that T. Martin and Pro Syndicate guy. But I do know that this kind of shit isn't cool, and it's a little scary, that this guy gave out this other YouTuber's information because he criticized him. And what happened was the internet grabbed it and ran with it and ended up calling the police, the fire department, the ambulance. They've swatted this guy at least a half a dozen times, and he's had the fire trucks and ambulance called on him, and it's a little messed up. It's a lot messed up. So, yeah, that's what's worrying about this kind of thing. This is the guy he swatted, by the way. Poor guy. I hope he, gets some reimbursement from this. Hopefully he sues him or something, because that's worrying. Now, with the possibility of getting swatted, you also have the possibility of getting hacked. Hackers will often try to get on your, they figure out your name, they look it up through the message boards, prod around, look on the deep web for information about, specific people, see if it, and some of these people will actually buy and sell that person's information, so this kind of thing happens. And that's what worries me. That's one of the main reasons why I've never made a video. I've never cared about editing. I've never cared about YouTube much. I just posted, quick little short clips. And most of my videos aren't even on here. They're on Twitch. And I don't save them because I'm worried somebody's going to go back through them and find out I said where I lived, like 3 years ago or whatever, when I barely, gave a thought about any of this. In any case, guys, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't much. It's my first one. All this was off the cuff. I did write down a few things that I wanted to talk about here. Being open about this kind of stuff. I didn't want it to feel scripted. I wanted to get my point across as to why certain YouTubers think the way they think, and if it's right for them or moral for them to do the things they do and to post the things they post. And what's Twitch and YouTube's responsibility? If you guys have any thoughts on it, let me know in the comments or send me a message on YouTube. I will try to respond. You guys have a wonderful holiday. I know today's the 4th or 5th. Yesterday was the 4th. Hope you guys didn't have too much fun. And take care. See ya.